Alright, hey guys, my name is Jacob Claiborne, and today I'm going to teach you about pitching. First, this is what we call a rubber in baseball. It's primarily what we use on the field. So, yeah. And for you guys that don't know, the pitcher's mound to home plate is 60 feet, 6 inches. And now I'm going to talk about what a ground mechanic is to help you get your feeling about how you feel when you're on the rubber. So what I like to do is I find a good spot on the rubber to make sure I'm comfortable, and I'm trying to get my body as center as possible to home plate. And when I'm coming back into my set position, I'm gonna have a good posture. Not as much weight on your back leg. It's enough to where you're feeling enough movement to get your body centered. And as you're going up, keep your balance. Don't turn your body as much. As you're going forward, your hips stays back as long as possible. And when you're ready to drive, push. Keep your weight on your back foot, and drive down with your arm falling behind. And when you're finishing, your elbow you stay forward and locked. When you're coming across, explode off your back foot and keep your body in a good athletic position in case the ball is hit. And another thing that I left out is make sure that you are still engaged with the rubber, because if not, this is what we call in baseball, which is a balk. And if you don't stay engaged with the rubber when you're coming set, it allows the runner to advance to the next bag, which gives them a bigger advantage on you and advantage to score and not get them out in the next pitches or so. Now, what we just talked about was the stretch, which is one of the two ways that you can pitch a ball. And now I'm going to talk about the second way, which is called the windup. Now I'm going to talk about the windup. Now in the windup, this is what pitchers would prefer, because there's no runners on base, and two, they feel more comfortable when they're starting the game or coming into the game at the top. So in a windup, same thing as a stretch. It's a little different. You're already set, but keep your feet. You can do one or two to keep it on the rubber, to keep it engaged. And then as you're going into your release or your motion, make sure your foot is still engaged with the rubber, and come up with your leg, and also same thing as a stretch with the windup. Explode, keep your elbow in, explode off your back foot, and finish in an athletic position in case the ball is hit to you off the bat. Now that you have a rundown of what the two basic things is in pitching and game of baseball, between the stretch and the windup, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to gain a little bit of velo as a pitcher with separation of your arms and the explosion of your hips and your upper body. Another thing that I forgot to mention was velo, which is velocity in the game of baseball. So with velo, it all starts with your lower half being able to work up to your upper half and have a lot more separation up top. And as you do, when you're going across, be able to release the ball in full range of motion and let your body work towards home plate. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the release point with the baseball. So the more you stay on top of the baseball when you're releasing down the mound, the more control that you're gonna have when you're trying to locate a pitch, which is between like going towards home plate, the more you open up your arm and your body, it's gonna either go in at your release point, and if you stay closed a lot more, it's gonna end up in the middle of the plate. And depends on where you finish. You're either gonna finish high or low at the end of the plate. Now that you have a little bit of a rundown of how to pitch a baseball, just go out and practice and keep doing what you're doing, and be able to strike somebody out.